Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Friday. It is the 17th of March 2023. The forecast for today was rain all day long. We've gotten very little. Actually, I will show you. We'll go over here. I emptied out one of my buckets here yesterday in anticipation that we were going to have rain. And that's how much rain we got. Just a little bit in the bottom. It rained a little bit this morning. It's about 1 in the afternoon right now, but no rain. But it is overcast, as you can see, so who knows what may happen. But anyway, before we jump into anything, I want to remind everybody that I will be live streaming tonight at 8 o'clock, so I would encourage you all to join me then. I did clean up here yesterday more. Burned up all the garbage that needed to be burned up. I had, there was all kinds of dishes, and I washed those all up and cleaned those all up last night because, again, the forecast had said that we were going to have rain all day. And actually I got to put this box. This is like a kindling box. Gotta get these back in here too. Alright. Rob had brought scrap wood down, so we use that for kindling as well. But like I said, that's going to be one of my chores that I'm going to work on, is getting everything refilled in that wood box before everybody comes back down. Alright. First Republic Bank. Latest bank that's in trouble. We've already had 3 bank failures. You have 11 other banks have pledged to put $30 billion in deposits into First Republic Bank. A lot of these banks are having runs on them because people are getting their money out. You're only insured so much with, the government, and, the government is coming on and stating that don't worry about it, everything is going to be fine, your money's going to be there, but people are not feeling that way. So they're obviously concerned, which, I understand that. If I had a lot of money in a bank that was potentially failing, I don't know how much trust I would have in that either. But anyway, so that's what's going on with that. But you've had these 11 other banks, a bunch of them pledging $5 billion each. And it's crazy, the amount of money. You had J.P. Morgan was one of the banks that said they would deposit $5 billion into there to help, shore up the company. That's a lot of money, guys. That's a lot of money. But they also realize that if this next bank fails, you have banks failing over in Europe at the same time. A lot of issues, a lot of issues going on right now. And here comes the wind. Woo! Wow. I should have taken this off. To see how this holds up. Hopefully it holds up okay. I may have to take that off of there. That'll be fun. That'll be fun trying to do that by myself, or just me and Steve trying to take it off. But anyway, I'm sorry, I'm just distracted there for a moment. Should people be nervous? Should people be concerned? Look at the trees with the wind blowing there. I think they should be. Absolutely, I think they should be. Hold on a second. Come on, girlie. Where are you? Yeah, there you are. Good girl. Good girl. Let's go over here. Let's go in the battery room. Come on. Come on, good girl. See, if she's in here with me, then I know exactly where she's at. Batteries. I just checked them a moment ago. They're at 62%. Not bad. It's like I said, it's been overcast, so it's not really pulling in a lot of power today. In here. Stop. That's empty. So, here's the one you want. Okay, fella. Right there. Right there. Look in there. Anyway, folks, a lot to be concerned about with these banks. When you have other banks or have, come on, out. Just figure we come in here for a moment. When you have these other banks bailing out a failing bank to the tune of that much money, that is something that is definitely a concern. Especially moving forward. How bad are things going to get? I don't know if you guys saw this. The Fed is now talking about lowering interest rates by what they call 1,000 percentage points. So, they do 0.25% raises or 50% raises, or 0.50. So 1.0, they're talking about lowering the interest rate by December. They who knows what's going on here. I mean, when they were just before these bank failures, they were talking about continuing to raise the interest rates. So, what's going on? Are things getting better? Well, if you listen to the president, he says the economy is booming. Now, is the economy booming or not booming? That's a question that I have. I'm not a analyst, but here's what I do. I talk to people. All right, I see where people are spending their money, where they're not spending their money, and people are, for the most part, are not spending their money. Things are tight. Everything is so expensive. I have to laugh. You look at down here. I'll give you an example. We had gas. Gas had gone down to $3.19, and I say down to $3.19. Never got back to where it was. Before it came off of that $5 mark. Down to $3.19, and then we had in 3 days the gas went up to $3.49, and that's where it had stayed since then. It's so weird, right? Why is gas still as high as it is? Doesn't make any sense. But that is another whole kettle of fish that at some point will have to be addressed. But it is bizarre the way things are going. Oh, so I wanted to, but anyway, things are tough, things are tight for people, and there's definitely a lot of concerns, and people, that happens. So I had a comment, Susan, you're killing me, Susan. She's like, well, this place, there was no mud until you came in here. Well, Susan, I live in the country. And in order to carve out and do what you need to do in the country, there's going to be mud. It happens. When you're driving over what used to be just open fields, that's going to happen. And I'm not trying to call Susan out directly. I'm just, addressing what she said. Well, you need to be doing this and you need to be doing that. Susan, we're doing the best we can. We're trying to get things squared away. Things take time. I promise you we will continue to make progress. Just hang tight, sit back, and, enjoy the show, I hope. I hope you enjoy the show. I got to get those blocks up here cleaned up. Now that we got all that lumber out of there, that was just a staging area up here. So we'll walk up here real quick. And I will show you this. But anyway, we're just going to keep doing what we can, and things take time and they will come together. But this is where all the wood was sitting up here, guys, on all those blocks. So I'm gonna take those paver stones, those will go underneath on the floor for the pavilion, and the blocks can be used for something else as well. But there's plenty of stuff to move around. I'll get to that one though. That's not a today project, but that is definitely something I'll be working with ahead of time. All right, so anyway, I would like to hear what you guys have to say about this bailout of the bank, First Republic Bank. $30 billion pledged by other banks, by 11 other banks, to prop them up. And I think that is quite interesting that, these other banks are willing to put that kind of money out. Obviously, they're doing it for their own self-interest, because if more banks continue to fail, what's next? then you get more runs on banks and more people pulling their money out. And that'll be interesting to see how this all plays out. I like to sit back and observe. Again, continuing to prepare, continuing to be ready for whatever may come. So anyway, guys, I am going to jump off of here for now. I will see you all tonight at 8 p.m. for a good chat, hopefully. Remember, we are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. I find it very interesting, the manipulations that go on to keep people fighting amongst each other. It's sad, and that's perpetuated a lot by the media. The media is culpable in that, if you pay attention. So we need to come together as human beings. As soon as we can do that, we truly will be in much, much better shape. Also remember, guys, hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day, tomorrow's not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you are trying to do, whatever you are trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from achieving your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right? I will see you all tonight. I hope everybody's having a great day. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.